Hey everyone, welcome to Fresh Talks with Taaze, where we whip up fun and quirky conversations about food, lifestyle, and wellness. I'm your host Raj, and with me is the ever fabulous Mehndi Jashnani, who's best known for her contribution to the world of fashion.
Hi Raj, so thank you so much for having me on your first podcast.
My pleasure, Mehndi.
I think I've seen your journey as well from the time, when bringing in veganism to Chennai, when the whole concept was not very prominent in our city, to now having two restaurants of your own
Yep.
and going actively at it. I think it's a wonderful thing, and I'm glad to be a part of something
Thank you,
like this.
thank you so much. So let's dive right into your food and wellness journey on your day-to-day life. How do you eat right? How do you stay energetic? And how do you remain calm under pressure? Tell us more about that.
So I think over the years, I've just tried to consciously, train myself not to take too much pressure or be calm in situations. I just remind myself if that a particular situation is not going to matter in the next 24 hours, it's not worth taking that much, stress about. I think it's important to keep your cortisol levels in check all the time, and for me, sleeping well and eating on time is very important because that's when I feel my emotional stability is in place,
Right.
and I don't get cranky. So I don't reach out to binge or don't, my entire day is not messed up. So for me,
Right.
sleep and eating on time is very important. And I try to work out 3 times a week. I have a fabulous trainer who works hard on me, and just out of respect, I feel like even if on days I don't want to train or work out, just out of respect for her, I jump out of bed and I try to go work out, because the amount of things, like different things she tries to teach me and stuff, it makes me feel accomplished, in many areas of my life. So that's something important to me. And I think I am a big foodie. I love food. I love trying out different things.
That's true.
Yeah, you know that.
Yeah.
But I don't really have a sweet tooth, so I'm safe there.
Oh wow, that's a big
Yeah.
deal. Trust me.
It is
Yeah.
a big deal,
Yeah.
I know. But for me, I think I'm lucky enough there. But
Yeah.
I try to balance out things. Like I try to eat my healthy meals, and also on days when I'm not eating the healthiest of things, I balance it out the next day. So for me, it's important to understand what my body needs, and I've learned that over time to listen to it.
There are two things which I've understood in this, which
Yeah.
I think is personal for everybody. I think the first thing you said was about the 24 hours,
Yeah,
because everybody needs a reason to stay calm,
yeah,
and everybody has a different reason.
right.
So your reason and your reasoning along with that is that if it's not going to matter for the next 24 hours,
Yeah.
it's not going to matter at all.
In the next 24 hours,
Right,
it's
that's-
not going to really matter to me unless
Yeah.
it's something worth thinking about. It's
Okay.
still important that you respond to a situation and not react and immediately stress yourself out. I
Okay.
think staying calm or like taking a time out can really put things in perspective and reach you to a solution rather than panicking and all that. It's really not
Right,
going to help.
right.
And while I say all these things, it's very easily said.
Yeah,
but
than
while
done.
putting
Yeah,
it in
yeah,
action, it's
yeah.
really tough.
True.
Because on human level, it's impossible to suddenly tell yourself that, you know what, no, this shouldn't bother you right
Correct,
now.
correct.
It sounds like bullshit, but you have to practice it over time, right?
Yeah, because
That-
we are more reactive, right?
Exactly.
We react first and then
Yeah.
we think about the situation.
Think about it later.
But over a period of time, our reaction time actually,
lessen.
yeah.
Should lessen.
So that's something where we need a reason, and I think you have
Yeah.
a reason for yourself.
Right.
And the second thing which was interesting to me is you were talking about cortisol levels.
Yeah.
So is that something which you check on a, say, weekly, monthly, or yearly basis, and do you run with those numbers, or
No,
is
I
it just a
don't.
mental thing?
It's a mental thing. I don't wear a fitness watch. I don't have any tracker.
Okay.
But I just can feel, right? Like I said, listen to your
So
body.
you know your body well.
Yeah.
And you know how the levels are going up, how the levels are going down.
Yeah.
So that's something.
I can feel it inside me
Yeah,
when
yeah.
I'm stressed. I know I'm stressed, and I know I'm probably like losing it and not
Right.
able to concentrate, and I'm not liking anything in
Right.
that particular situation. It's because my cortisol levels are really high, and
Right.
I'm not myself.
Right.
So I know it's not worth it, and at the cost of health, it's totally not worth it. So I just
Absolutely,
feel like
absolutely.
practice, and being more mindful about
True.
how you are perceiving a particular situation or how you're reacting to responding to it can really change a lot of things.
So tell me more about your journey of ordering at that time. Say you're outside,
Yeah.
you're hungry, and you want to order. Because why I'm asking you this is it's a very important decision that most of the people are failing at.
Right.
Because when you're hungry, the decision you take at that time is going to be fast,
Correct.
something filling, right? So do you stop, take a second, and then order something which you really want to order? Or you just go with, you just want to get
First
done
thing
with
that
it.
I see.
Yeah.
No, I actually am very bad at ordering. When I get on these food apps,
Yeah.
I take like half an hour to only decide what I want to eat.
Okay.
I'm really not good at it. Like when my friends see me do that, they're like, "What is wrong with you?"
Okay.
So I hardly order from these food apps
Because it's difficult for you to
because
make a choice.
it's very difficult for me to make a choice.
Okay. So what is important to you when you place that order?
So I
Is
go
it-
under the healthy option,
Okay.
and I'll go check out all the options I have there.
Okay.
And most of the time, I end up ordering something healthy,
Okay.
like a burrito bowl or maybe a wrap or something like that. Most of the time,
Hopefully from Taaze.
so I do like order. I try to order
Okay.
healthy stuff, or I end up ordering a lot of South Indian food,
Okay.
but
Okay.
or biryani
Okay.
if it's a Sunday. But most of the time, you won't see me like really ordering.
Okay. Okay.
Like I don't have these cravings.
That's great.
I
That's
don't
great.
have any sort of oh, I need to eat
The
this.
hunger pangs.
Yeah. The only time I have cravings, I've realized, is when I'm not slept well,
Okay.
and when maybe my body's feeling low on like I don't know.
So you need carbs at that time?
Yeah, I need carbs at that
That
time.
happens.
Yeah, like maybe stepped out on a Saturday night, gotten back home late.
Yeah.
and
The
not
next day,
slept. The
right?
next day, I'm like completely like
Absolutely.
out of place. Like I just order.
You just order meals.
Yeah, meals is one thing, but I feel meals is like healthy. Supper
It is healthy.
if you control the portion of your rice and
Correct.
all that. But I feel like on days like that, I'm just eating whatever.
Right.
Like so that way I don't.
That happens to all of us. I
Yeah.
can relate to it so much.
Yeah, I'm
And
the
about-
craving carbs.
Yeah, we are,
Yeah.
right? Because like you said, it's a very important thing to have the right amount of sleep. If you
Right.
don't, and if you realize that that's the reason, then you can at least work on it, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people don't realize that.
A lot of people also, like you said, they don't realize.
They don't realize that, yeah,
realize
yeah.
they don't do anything about it.
Yeah, so it's good that we know what's
Yeah.
causing that.
That's why I said you should be
craving.
mindful about.
You should be mindful.
Yeah.
And good you spoke about being mindful. My third part, which I spoke to you about, was wellness. Subtle way. You're
Yeah.
not a morning person just because
Yeah.
you don't want to get up early in the morning.
Correct. So,
Cool. So
just,
these are experiences that have made you the person who you are now, and calmness comes along with that.
yeah, it comes with practice, I feel.
Perfect.
Like,
That's a lot of
I think
insight.
you can get a lot of things done if you're calm.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So I know a lot of people turn to you for fashion advice. A lot of my friends have, and but there's something. Who do you go to for advice, or take as a role model when it comes to your personal nutrition and wellness? Who do you listen to?
See, I'm not an expert to talk about nutrition and wellness so much, but
Right.
I feel when it comes to inspiration, I feel like, even the people that you meet on daily basis.
Uh-huh.
For example, my brother who's 12 years younger to me.
Okay.
Right? I look up to him and gain inspiration when I see him make healthy choices.
Okay.
He's from a different generation, I'm from a different generation. But when I see the kind of knowledge he has in terms of choosing something healthy over dessert, or coming back from office so late and still going to the gym, rushing to the gym after, despite having
Packed,
a packed day, a very stressful day,
Right.
or just making good healthier choices over the weekend is something that gives me a lot of inspiration. I feel like if he can do it, someone who's seen the world 12 years lesser than me, why can't I?
Yeah.
So for me, inspiration is that it's not about just going on Instagram and finding people to just talk about things and do it. After all, it's actually doing it. There's information everywhere.
Correct.
There's good information everywhere.
And there's an overload of information as well.
exactly. There's
Yeah.
overload of information.
Who's close to you?
Yeah, closer to me, and in such close proximity, doing something like that makes me really proud and makes me also want to do it.
Okay.
So that's one thing. Having said that, on the contrary, I also gain inspiration from people who are completely unhealthy, don't take care of their lifestyle, don't think health is important. Because when I look at them, I feel I should never be like that.
Oh, that way.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it's like that for me. So um, I don't know, these are the things I just feel like, I notice, and I just feel like, health is so important these days,
It is. It
that
is. Yeah.
it's important to take care of yourself and be mindful about things. So yeah, for me it's totally
It's
this.
very interesting because usually the elder ones
Yeah,
don't really listen to the younger ones because they will
yeah,
be like,
I'm the
I
younger
came first, I know
one.
the world better than you. But
Yeah.
in this case, I think you brought down your ego and
Yeah,
actually, saw what your sibling does, and
yeah,
you wanted to get inspired from him. That's a
very much, yeah.
that's a very good thing, and I think my sister is listening as well. So hopefully she learns something from this.
Yeah, your younger sister.
Yeah, she's my younger sister,
Oh, your
but
elder sister.
yeah, she is my younger sister.
Okay.
But it's never like I'm the elder one. For and you take
Yeah.
them seriously than the outside world and what
Hmm.
other people have to say. Because I've seen so many people who have 100 opinions about what this influencer is saying, what that influencer
Yeah.
is saying. I don't know how many of them actually apply that to their real life, and I honestly feel that many of them don't. So it's good to know that we get inspired from people who are close to us, who we see on a daily basis. Uh, that's really nice to know that. Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So now we're moving on to my favorite part of the show.
Okay.
Uh, we call this Fresh Five. I'm going to ask you 5 questions, quick questions, and I want unfiltered answers, right? I
Okay.
want raw answers. I want you to go all out and
Okay.
tell
You want
everybody
Taaze answers, fresh.
fresh answers and yeah, something which maybe your followers or maybe even your family doesn't know.
All right.
Uh,
Okay.
so
I'll try to be as
yeah, yeah,
candid.
yeah. Please do.
Okay.
Let's go for it then.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Okay. The first one is one thing you pretend to like but you don't really like.
Lunges.
You
Yeah.
like lunches?
No, I don't like it, but I pretend to like it.
Nice, nice. All right. So during or after a shoot, what's your comfort and quick food?
So I'm a huge lover of rice. I mean, I love rice.
Okay.
But during a shoot, I don't really opt for rice because I feel sleepy.
Okay.
So I'd order like a salad, or I'll order chicken breast.
A salad or a chicken breast. So
Yeah.
that's protein
Protein
and
and
veggies.
yeah, fiber.
Okay. So is that like your go-to thing wherever you are
Mostly.
when
Whenever I'm
you're
shooting outside.
okay.
Mostly. Most 90% of the time.
And you're able to go right to your order at that time, or you still take 30
No, no,
minutes to
that time
place
I
your order?
don't
No?
think because I have to be at work and I have to be alert and
So you're
fresh.
clear about what you want,
Yeah,
right?
that
That's
time I'm not like confused.
perfect. All right. This third one is a bit funny and quirky, though,
Okay.
right? If you were a snack, right, what would you be?
I think I'd be a cheese platter.
You be a cheese platter?
Yeah.
Now you have to tell us why.
Because a cheese platter is very well put together.
Okay.
It's versatile.
Okay.
I mean, it offers you a lot.
True.
Sweet, sour, spicy, everything, and
Yeah.
also very cheesy. Yeah.
I think if you were to ask me the same question, I would have probably said a samosa. But
Oh.
I'm so happy that you put it up so well and so refined.
No, I don't want to be aloo.
Perfect. All right. So, name one influencer whose content on food and wellness you absolutely love.
I like Lou Coutinho's page.
Okay.
I think the content is fab. It's very relatable, doable.
Okay.
He speaks a lot about your day-to-day activities and life and how you can achieve it
Right,
well.
right.
I quite relate to it. Also, I had an opportunity to witness him live.
Okay.
So I
Oh yeah,
couldn't-
he had come to Chennai,
yeah,
right?
I come to
Yeah,
Chennai,
yeah.
and I heard his conversations, and all this while I thought that food and exercise is the most important thing.
Right.
But he said what tops the pyramid is sleep and emotional well-being.
That tops the pyramid.
Yeah, work out to choose healthier options rather than binging and feeling lazy over that day. So
Right.
that made a lot of sense to me, and I connected with it.
Okay.
Yeah, so I really like his content.
Nice. Yeah, he's quite good. I mean,
He's really good.
even before all the influencer world became serious about food and wellness and all that, he was maybe he started off the trend about
Yeah, he's
food,
been there for
wellness.
some
Yeah,
time
yeah,
now.
and he has a lot of legit stuff.
Yeah, and also he has a page now,
Yeah.
which is something that he talks about brands that are legit and
Oh, he
gives
does
them the
that.
pink tiger approval
Nice.
with your protein powder, magnesium, and a lot of other
So
things.
he verifies
He
these brands
verifies
and
it.
then
He
okay.
personally tests it. He doesn't like get paid for it you can cut this.
Okay.
Yeah. So he verifies it.
So have you gone ahead and like bought something that he has recommended?
Yes, I was actually going to buy a protein powder that he recommended, but I
Okay.
still don't want to get into protein powders. If I'm able to manage that protein with my food,
Right, right, right.
I don't mind doing that first.
Yeah.
But if I really need it, if I have that kind of lack, I would
Yeah.
definitely go because I take his word, I feel.
That's a very well put out thought because
Yeah.
today it's all about getting something quick and getting
No, I
something that's
would never
readily
do
available.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish a lot of people would think like you because uh, nobody even knows the amount of protein they have in their daily food and daily sources.
Exactly.
Without even knowing that, they just go ahead with something that's flashy and if some
Exactly.
celebrity is having it, they just go ahead with that.
Yeah.
So, good one.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this one is a little more personal
Okay.
and one failure that has helped you become a better version of yourself. Okay.
Right, so that's again something I've over time understood and kind of trained myself to do.
Okay.
I don't take anything too seriously, even if it's something as like you said, something really tough and like a proper failure. I would rather than complaining about it or questioning it. I would rather go with the flow of it and try
Okay.
to understand which part of this can help me character build the best version of myself, because that's what I aim to be, the
Right,
best
right.
version of myself. Every day I try to be that, I want to be that. So I think that is only possible when you hit rock bottom, and it's not going to happen when you're very comfortable and
That's true.
celebrated
That's
all
true.
the
Yeah,
time,
yeah, yeah.
and you're in your best always. It's not going to happen. So it's okay to be uncomfortable, it's okay to be to not thrive all the time, because that gives you an opportunity to understand how strong you are, and come out of situations that will make you realize that there's something taking care of you, right? You need to have
Right,
that kind of
right,
faith
right.
also. So I'm very spiritual, so I think spirituality also helps me flow through life
At those times, yes.
slightly
Yeah.
easier than a non-spiritual person.
True, true.
So
Because you have something to fall back on.
yeah, there's something, if you believe in something, then you need to understand that something is, you need to surrender sometimes. You can't always have control over everything in life. So I
True.
feel
I should have had those shots. Whatever you don't want to answer, you have to answer.
I'll have a shot.
Not of
I'll down
that.
this. As far as it's sugar free, I'll down it.
It is sugar free.
Okay, then I'll
We
down
will
it.
make some Karela shots for you.
I don't mind. I'll happily have it. I had
Then you'll end up not answering
I
any
had
of
my
those
amla
questions.
shot this morning. Amla with curry patta and what else? Something more.
Good, I
something
didn't come up
yucky.
with that option.
One more yucky thing. Yeah, ashgar. So I don't
So
mix
that
in
is something you
this.
have every day or what?
Not every day. Every
Whenever you're not
alternate.
well?
No, it's not for not well. It's for like good skin and hair.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I forgot. All right.
Yeah.
So because I don't have a punishment in mind, I'm going to let you go with this question.
Thank you.
Maybe for the next podcast, I'll be much more prepared.
Done.
So yeah, that was Fresh Five with Mehndi.
Thank you for having me.
It was fun.
Oh, we're not done yet.
No, we're
are
not
we?
done yet. This is the Fresh Five, the 5 questions. We're almost done with the podcast, and there's one thing which I would love your opinion about is that there are so many brands today in the food and wellness space
Yeah.
with better alternatives, right? Like starting from your skin to what you eat for your children.
Yeah.
So now you have choices because there's so much information out there and there is so much of clarity that now you know what's good, what's not, right? The older
Do we
brands,
actually know what is good, what is not?
in a way, I wouldn't say that we absolutely know it, but at least now we are able to see the devil on the pack, that where brands are talking about, like there's a influencer called Food Farmer.
Okay.
right? And his job is just to pick
Identifying
up,
labels.
pick up labels,
Right.
zoom in on them, and even though we go to a store and pick up a pack, we don't really see.
We don't.
Yeah. So his job is to just magnify that and show you that these are the things that are actually in it.
Toxic.
And a lot of companies went behind him and they tried to shut him down, but that didn't really
Didn't
happen.
stop.
But that led to a whole new influx of new brands. Like there's something called Slurp Farm,
Yeah.
right? Where two mothers decided to start up a brand for their children,
Right.
where the snacks that they make are not fried, they're baked. There's no maida in them. So these are small things where, yeah. So when I say that now we are in a better position to take a call, it's because of brands like them.
Correct.
So for you, when you come across a brand like any brand that you can associate with,
Right.
what is it that what do you look for in a brand that truly matters to you? It could be anything. It could be a food brand. I would specifically want to know about a food brand. It could be about cosmetics because now there are a lot of cosmetic companies that are going vegan, cruelty free, and environment friendly.
Right.
So, what do you see in a brand that matters to you?
Definitely authenticity and how verified the particular brand is, and
Okay.
how how much review is going around that brand in terms of how authentic it is. For me, I have started choosing brands based on what they're offering. Like I would switch from maida to suji, or something gluten free. So I have reached that level yet. I have not reached the level of reading labels, and I don't understand it so much, to be honest.
Okay.
I want to learn it. I hope there are people offering courses or doing, one-day workshops where you can actually educate yourself in understanding what the label means. So for me, I have not gone that deep into it,
Okay.
but yeah, I feel like creating awareness about these things, like you said, this blogger influencer is doing this. That is what is educating people like us, right? So more of those people would be more helpful, and then brands can be like called out. Like even Lukut, he's like I said,
Yeah,
this pink
yeah.
tiger thing that he started this new thing.
Yeah.
Is something that he's reading out labels. He's
Yeah, he's been very
testing it.
proactive
He's
about
been
that. Yeah.
testing these brands if they're really authentic or
Yeah.
not. So that is helpful. Someone is there to do that job for you, right, and recommend those brands to you. So yeah, I mean,
So is there like any particular brand that you like personally?
I like your brand. I'm not saying this because I'm here, because I know you've come that long way, and I know when the brand had just started off, when you
Correct.
guys
It was a
didn't even
cloud
have a
kitchen.
store. It was a
Yeah,
cloud
yeah,
kitchen,
yeah.
and you were so passionate about telling me that you started this because you started following veganism
Correct,
yourself,
correct,
and
yeah.
that's why you wanted to bring
Absolutely.
it out, not with the agenda to make money or
Correct,
anything at
correct.
that time. But so I personally tried your stuff, and I genuinely think it's fresh, and I think it also tastes great. Not saying this again because I'm here, but it genuinely tastes good, and I don't see people say I don't see a reason why people should say vegan is not tasty.
Exactly,
So
that's something that we're
yeah,
saying.
it's just
Yeah.
a mindset.
It's
I
just a
feel
mindset, yeah.
that it may not be tasty because it's vegan.
Yeah.
It may not be, but I think the taste is up to the mark,
Correct.
and you're also getting health with it. So why
Yeah,
not?
yeah, absolutely.
Right, so yeah, so for me, yeah, Taaze is a great brand.
Yeah, glad to hear that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. Mehndi, I think this is my first podcast at Taaze as
You
a
did
founder.
well.
And yeah, thanks to you, you put me at ease, and I was able to run through the entire podcast, and it was so much fun talking
was
to you,
fun, yeah.
and so much of insight, not just for me, but also for your followers who are gonna watch this
I
podcast.
hope they like it. I hope they get inspired.
Yeah, I think you should put out a post asking for opinions, and
Yeah.
I'm sure there are going to be a lot of them. And because I don't think most of the followers wouldn't have really known so much about you in depth, right?
Yeah.
And that
That's
was the
the
whole
whole
point.
idea
Yeah,
of the podcast.
that was the whole idea of the podcast,
Yeah.
because whoever I'm inviting as my guest, I want them to be unfiltered. I want them to talk out and be more raw. So that way, people also learn more about you. And thank you so much again for being a part of this. It really means a lot to me.
Thank
And
you for having me. I really enjoyed doing this as well.
my pleasure, my pleasure. And I hope to see you at another podcast
Yes.
sometime in the future.
Soon, yeah. I'm also
Yeah.
looking forward to seeing the next set of guests. So
Yeah,
I'm sure there
absolutely,
will be,
absolutely. It's going to be a fun ride for sure.
Great.
And thank you once again.
Thank you.
Perfect.